Hello, my dear students. Good morning to one and all. I continue the chapter 3, The Little Girl. Yesterday we noticed Kessia and about her father. We completed 4th paragraph. We come to the 5th paragraph. Just recollect what you learned yesterday. Little girl Kessia was very afraid of her father. She felt relieved whenever he is not at home. And mother and grandmother tried to remove this fear from her mind. But her father appeared so big to Kessia that she would compare him with a giant. And one day, Kessia's grandmother wanted that Kessia should talk to her parents and more, and therefore on Sunday afternoon she would send her to the drawing room to talk to them. And also one day grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a gift pin cushion, a cushion for keeping pins, small cushion, a small pillow like. Let us come to the 5th paragraph. Laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. She made the cushion cover with much effort, with much difficulty. For a small girl, it's very difficult to stitch. So laboriously, with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. But what to fill it with? Something we have to fill very soft inside, fillings. That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom, went into mother's bedroom in search of something to fill inside the cushion cover. And she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps, small pieces of something, small pieces of clothes cut into pieces and fill inside that cotton which she stitched all the 3 sides. It is just like a small cover like. On the bed table she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case means in that cotton cover, then sewed up the 4th side. She searched for grandmother, but grandmother was somewhere out in the garden. She was doing some work over there. She reached to mother's bedroom and searching for some pieces of something, small soft pieces of something to fill inside. Scraps means small pieces of something. On the bed table what she saw a great many sheets of fine paper. Pieces of paper were there. Gathered them up. She collected all those papers. Good papers. What she did not know what these papers for. She tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case, filled that cotton cover she made, then sewed up the 4th side. That night there was a hue and a cry in the house. That night came, there was much hue and a cry, angry protest in the house. Father was searching for something. Father's great speech for the port authority had been lost. As an officer, next day he had to give a great speech for the port authority, and it had been lost somewhere. He was in search of those papers in which he had written his speech. Rooms were searched, servants questioned. Finally, mother came into Cassia's room. Mother searched, mother, father, grandmother, everybody was in search of all the rooms, tables, everywhere, but no. They questioned the servants whether they noticed this lying somewhere. No. Finally, mother came into Cassia's room and asked her, Cassia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room? See? And asked her whether she had seen some papers on the table in their room, father's room. Poor girl, she did not know what those papers about. Oh yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. I am going to give a great surprise to father. That's why I used those papers. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Suddenly, come with me. Sorry. Sorry. I tore them up for my surprise. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Come with me. Suddenly, instantly. Next paragraph. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. She was not ready to go. She was dragged. Mother pulled her, dragged her down to where father was pacing to and fro, moving up and down, keeping his hands at the back in an angry mood. Well, he said sharply. He understood. Mother explained everything, what she did with those papers. He stopped and stared at the child. Did she do that? Did you do that? He asked. He asked whether she did that. No, no, she whispered. She was in great fear. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damned thing. See that the child is put to bed this instant. What she made? Where are those papers? Bring that damned. He cursed the thing which she made. He never knew that it's for him only as a birthday gift. And also ordered mother, keep her on her bed. I am coming there to punish her. Crying too much. Next paragraph on the next page. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room, watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. She was looking at the shadows in the room. Evening light, she was watching it. She could imagine what's going to happen with her. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands, with a long scale. I'm going to beat you for this, he said. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. He pulled the sheet, bedcloth. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. Show me your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. Shouted at her, scolded her for touching the things of father. And this is a lesson for her. He said, will not do any more. But it was for your birthday. She pleaded. I did this for your birthday. I was making a great surprise for you. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Poor girl got much beating with that thick ruler. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. She was crying for hours. Then grandmother came and wrapped her. Grandmother is always having very much love towards the grandchildren. She had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in a rocking chair. Rocking chair means for swinging chair. The child clung to her soft body. She started crying by holding her soft body. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. She was crying in such a way, breathing, taking long breath, and asking grandmother, for what purpose God made fathers for? I don't want such a father for me. Here is a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, my dear, my pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. So grandmother told, don't cry, and gave her a clean hanky. Called her darling not to cry. Blow out your nose and go to sleep. Pet, you will forget all about it. Don't worry, tomorrow you will forget everything when you get up in the morning. Then again she said, I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. He did not listen what I was going to tell him. Why I don't want such a father? Why God made such fathers? But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. Children never forget such a bad experience. Then again, next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back, very disciplined and very nervous. And a red color flew into her cheeks. She became so nervous and tensed. That's enough for the day. So, got it clear? So, when mother suggested, I conclude, when grandmother suggested her to give a great surprise for father as his birthday falls on the next week, coming week, then she stitched a cotton cloth, all the three sides she stitched. She wanted something to fill in it. She was not finding any scraps to fill it with. What she filled it with? By tearing into small pieces some papers which she found on her mother's bedroom table. Then she completed the pincushion by sewing its fourth side. Later, her father was very angry when he could not find the papers on which he had written the speech to be given to the Port Authority next day. Port is working in the navy or ship or related with that. When Kezia was asked, she told her father that she had torn up and stuffed the papers in the pincushion she had made. It was some important papers. So her father punished her by hitting her hand with a ruler to teach her not to touch anything that did not belong to her. Then she cursed. She asked grandmother, for what purpose God created such a father? She did not want such a father. Okay, we will continue the rest of the part tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day.